but this disenchantment with the institution of the church,
yes,
has led to, when Nietzsche says God is dead, he's kind of referring to in the hearts of the Europeans around him. No one really believes in God, in that they don't act like they believe in God anymore. And it's not, in his view, I think it's no longer a sophisticated way for human beings to actualize their potential.
Yes.
The model that Christianity presents, whereas Islam and science within Islam serves a purpose, a fundamental purpose, which is to bring us, everything really should be an endeavor to bring you closer to your creator.
Exactly. And Nietzsche himself actually has some positive things to say about Islam, actually. He wasn't just dismissive of all religion, although he was in a sense. But when it came to Islam, paradoxically, he also said some very positive things about it. So, yeah.
Yeah, he viewed it as world affirming rather than world denouncing, which is how he viewed Christianity.
Exactly.
But the point is that science within Islam doesn't create cognitive dissonance in the mind, or didn't traditionally. It does now when young Muslims do science in the West, because they're influenced by these other things we've been talking about, these metaphysical assumptions. But if your metaphysics is rooted in strong aqidah, strong Islamic theology, then you don't get led astray. In fact, I think it really serves to strengthen your faith when you see how amazing the universe is. It doesn't even apply to Muslims. Someone like Antony Flew, who was a very famous atheist, when he came to understand how fine-tuned the universe was, he began to believe in a God, not in a religious particular religion, but he became a deist.
The God of Aristotle, who was an ancient Greek.
Yes, exactly. And he became convinced that this isn't just some kind of cosmic coincidence, that there is design or purpose.
I think it was DNA, was one of the structure of DNA, its complexity.
Absolutely.
For him, it clearly exhibited signs of design rather than just random mutations and so on.
Yeah, and so it's really interesting where certain atheists or non-believers or whatever draw their lines. I think if you keep probing at people gently, and I don't really believe in debate in a sense, because I think you can get very quickly attached to your position, and it becomes about winning rather than about the truth.
I think that at Speaker's Corner every week.
Yes, and so I don't really engage in that kind of thing. But within my group, people often speak to me about science, and I'm about religion and science, and I'm often astounded by how many people are actually just agnostic. There aren't many atheists, shouty, loud atheists going around. A lot of people in my group, they're very pleasant. Firstly, I would say I don't hold this view that atheists or agnostics are bad people. No, in fact, actually, many of them are very good people with what I would say is slightly misguided. They have good intentions and slightly misplaced their good intentions. A lot of them just want to be nice and have a view of the world that allows you to be nice to other people and care for other people, particularly in my field of work, which is renewable energy. A lot of these people are motivated by trying to help others. And they engage very easily and openly in dialogue with me. And I'm surprised as to how far people are willing to go towards believing in God. It's not actually that hard for a lot of people, even scientists.
Yeah.
But it usually comes down to, they don't like the morality, if I'm being honest. The moral injunctions is where people fall down quite often. Or it's essentially the way that they live life now is how they feel like they should live life.
Right.
And they don't want to go all the way.
So back to this issue again of the unwillingness of the human being to submit to God.
To something.
You can entertain the deist conception, maybe not, or whatever. But the actual practical existential submission to the Creator is a step too far.